Welcome to another episode of Monte and the Pharaoh, brought to you at Village Connection Radio every Thursday from 8:05 to 9 p.m. I am Monte. This is the infamous Jimmy Pharaoh. So, coming off the week, we've got a special guest.
Yeah.
Ring of Honor star, Beretta. 6'2", 200 pound, hailing from Tampa Bay, Florida. Welcome to Monte and the Pharaoh.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
Thanks.
Got it.
Am I in like a little box in the corner of the screen or something? That's what's going on. Nice.
He's
I
in
always
a
wanted to be in a
little
little
box.
box.
You're in a box.
He's in a
It's probably
box.
not the first time, right?
With that big dog next to him in a little
What
box.
about the dump?
So, Beretta, check it out. Born and raised in Mount Sinai, New York. You're a paisan from Long Island. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, shit, I don't really know what to say about it. I moved to Mount Sinai when I was in third grade. Before that, I was in Huntington, New York, and I don't know. I just lived there. I don't really.
Yeah, well, that makes
It
you
was fine.
one
That's
of
all
us.
I knew. It was fine, you know.
Do you miss it?
He's got to think about
No,
it. No?
I don't think so. I mean, I'm
So much
happy
for Long
wherever I
Island.
am, you know. But man, my dog is playing with this stupid ball. It's really
That's too funny.
I was really trying to get him to be on my lap when the show started. So you guys probably saw me on camera just like talking to the ground for a long time. Didn't work out.
Well, we're looking right at you now, so it's like you're in studio anyway.
he
So
is.
let the dog hang out with you.
There he is.
Hey, Bo, come here.
Let's see him.
He's
Now he won't come.
no.
You got to send him for professional
So,
training.
dude,
wrestling
I got to
training.
tell you, when we announced you were coming on the show, man, the fans were going crazy. We got to thank you, really.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
thanks for having me, guys.
You got it. I wanted to ask you, Trent, what got you into pro wrestling? Was it a certain circumstance, or was it a person? Who got you into wrestling? How old were you? Where did it all start?
I'm gonna make this a weird story, but
Okay.
you guys remember the first Ninja Turtle movie?
Yeah.
Remember when Raphael like fell through the ceiling and he was like hurt the whole movie?
Yeah.
I think like subconsciously the sympathy that Raphael had, like when I saw wrestling, like I mixed that together in my head because Raphael was kind of what the whole movie was about, him being hurt and he finally makes a comeback. And I remember being real, like I don't know, something about that really drew me in. And then when I saw wrestling when I was 9 years old, it was Shawn Michaels and he was getting beat up just like Raphael. So at first, Shawn Michaels was my guy.
Okay.
And then later it was Mick Foley and Jeff Hardy. It was mostly guys that got beat up a lot.
Really? Okay.
Foley, Jeff Hardy, Shawn. And I mean, I liked a lot of guys, but those were like probably my main three.
So how do you get turned on to wrestling? Like, how do you discover wrestling?
I remember knowing about it. Like I had an Ultimate Warrior backpack,
Nice.
but I wasn't super into wrestling. I was just like, I knew the Ultimate Warrior was cool.
Right.
And then we were having a sleepover when I was like in third grade, and my friends put on Raw, and I think it was like right after, I don't know if you guys remember the pay-per-view in '96. It was like Brett and the Undertaker in a cage match. No, Brett and Diesel in a cage match. Undertaker came through the ring.
Okay.
It was the Raw after that, so it was the build-up to WrestleMania 12.
Okay.
So that's when I started really getting into wrestling. And then my favorite already was Shawn. And then my first pay-per-view was watching Shawn do the Iron Man and win the championship. And ever since then, I've been all in on wrestling pretty much.
So at what point do you break the news to your family that you want to become a professional wrestler?
I don't remember really. I have a memory of telling my mom, like, Mom, it's going to be so easy. I only have to work 1 day a week.
Oh my God. Oh my
Because
God.
Raw was only on once a week, and it's fake and it doesn't hurt, so like I'll be fine. So I remember being really into it. I would watch. I mean, we would like basement wrestle. That was our version of backyard wrestling. Then I backyard wrestled after that, but I don't remember exactly when I decided like this is what I want to do. But I knew like by the time I was probably 11, I knew I wanted to do it.
Okay.
maybe before that. I don't know how. I can't remember anything.
How far into your career were you before your family realized, hey, that stuff hurts and you're not doing it once a week?
I think they kind of, as far as getting hurt goes, before I got seriously injured the first time and needed surgery, they weren't worried at all. But after I finally got hurt for real, they were like, "Oh shit!" And they don't enjoy watching me wrestle as much anymore because they know there's a chance I'm gonna get hurt.
And what was the extent of the injuries regarding that particular time?
That was my first injury in 2012. I tore my tricep. Oh, and actually before that, I separated my shoulder. But the tricep was the first one that needed surgery.
Gotcha. You were trained by Mikey Whipwreck. How did that come about? You're coming to New York Wrestling Connection.
When I started there, it was just called Critical Mass, and a guy named John Kurtz was in charge of the school. Okay. And Mikey wasn't there yet, so I think I was there for maybe 2 years before Mikey showed up. But my mom was great, and I was 15 years old when I started training, and
wow,
I couldn't drive, and the school was an hour away.
Really?
And every Sunday she would drive me an hour and then go hang out with my grandma and then drive me back. So like, I really owe it to my parents for supporting my career the whole way through.
That's got to.
What MC was great.
That's got to count for a lot.
Great. Everyone was great.
That's got to count for a lot, having the backing of the family, because I've heard some stories where that's not necessarily the case. So that's great.
Yeah. Are you guys hearing that noise? I'm getting text. I forgot to.
No, you're all good.
We're cool on
you're
our
good.
end.
Everything's good on our end. You got any stories about Mikey Whipwreck you want to share?
Any cool training stories?
I wish I got to know him better, because when I was there, I was just like a little kid.
Okay.
So like, I don't have any cool stories of going out with Mikey. I was just, and my memory sucks too.
Well, how old were you when you started? How old were you with your first match in New York Wrestling Connection? How old were you?
I did a battle royal when I was 15.
Wow.
And
wow.
Well, and then they wanted to sneak me in, but the legal limit, the legal whatever the word is for the legal whatever, you got to be 18 to wrestle in New York.
Right.
So they wanted to stick me in, but there was another kid in the company that was like also 15 or 16, and they didn't want to put him on the show, so they were like, his mom's gonna complain if we just put you on, so we can't put you on. Oh. So I would like get on. I'd leave my bike in the woods, and I'd have to leave school early, ride my bike to the train station, and then take a train to Hicksville, and then get driven to New Jersey by my buddies to wrestle in New Jersey, because I wasn't 18 to wrestle in New York.
What neck of the woods were you leaving your bike in the woods, by the way? What town was that it never got stolen?
It was Mount Sinai. It was just like kind of on school property too, and Mount Sinai, nobody stealing anything. So
okay.
It was well hidden anyway, somewhat.
When New York Wrestling Connection was all said and done with, you were put in their Hall of Fame. How did that feel?
That was cool. I'm kind of weird where I don't want to celebrate my career too much.
Right.
Where especially it's not over. I feel like whatever I'm gonna do, it's just getting started now.
Sure.
So it was great to be recognized by all those guys, but at the same time, I'm like, I got more to do. I'm not done yet.
Oh hell yeah.
But I mean, it's definitely cool.
After New York Wrestling Connection, you quickly got called up to the big time. Were you all of 20 years old at that point with the WWE calling you up? And can you explain, like, when you got the call, how it went down, what your feelings were?
I think I had just turned 20, and I threw Mikey through Tommy Dreamer. Dreamer was in charge of like booking extras and stuff like that. I got booked as an extra, and I got booked a few times in 2007, and I would just be in the ring whenever I could. I'd be in the ring wrestling whoever, and eventually they kind of got to know me. I got like squashed by Mark Henry one time on TV, and did a couple other squash matches, and then one day Johnny Ace just brought me in his office, and he pretty much told me, we want to have you move to Florida. That's how I went. I had to finish. I was in Suffolk Community College. I had to finish that out, he said, and then come work for me. It was early 2008 I started.
What was it like working with Mark Henry, the immenseness of him? Was that the first time you ever, grappled with somebody of that size and strength?
Probably, yeah. I was always, I mean, since I started when I was 15, I was always used to being a smaller guy.
Mm-hmm.
But Mark Henry was a giant man. He was actually, like, he was such a pro. Like, he was way lighter and easier to work with a lot of the guys on the NYWC Indies. Like,
so he took good care.
Yeah.
He took good care of you then in the ring. He was a professional all the way through.
Yeah,
Awesome.
completely.
So you know, you hear about all the bullying when you get into the WWE. Did you face any kind of bullying or being the newbie? Did you get a lot of gags played on you, anything like that?
No, not really at all. Well, because I went to FCW first, and we were all new pretty much. There was no, I can't even think of a guy in the locker. There was no like top indie guy that got pulled out of the indies to FCW. Actually, Colt Cabana was there, but no, everyone was super cool, and I didn't really face any bullying at all.
Who was the booker at FCW at that time?
There was a couple, I guess. It was Dr. Tom, Steve Kern, and Dusty Rhodes also. He was the one booking. I think Dusty mostly booked TV, and maybe Doc booked the house shows.
How did you find Dusty? How was your relationship with Dusty? Did he take you under your wing, give you a little advice or anything like that? I've heard so many great stories about him as a father figure to wrestlers.
He did take me. No, he didn't really take me under his wing. When I first went there, it wasn't the same setup that it is now, where there was a Dusty's promo class or anything like that. It was kind of like some guys would work on promos with Dusty, some guys wouldn't. I can't remember. He was really cool. He was always funny, and he would always like tell great stories to everyone. We actually got to wrestle him. His last match was against the Dude Busters. It was Goldust Cody and Dusty against me, Hawkins, and Croft.
Wow,
and that was awesome wrestling Dusty. It was unreal.
So at what point do you stop becoming like a fan and then you just become one of the boys?
Ooh. I mean, I'm still a fan.
Awesome. I was hoping you were going to say that. That's awesome.
Yeah, but I don't know when it gets to be different. Where like, if I was 20 years old and I was wrestling like a big name guy, I would be like starstruck that I'm wrestling this guy, or real nervous to be wrestling him. But at a certain point, it gets to be like, no, this is what I do. I'm wrestling.
Right.
Whoever a big name guy. This is just, it's regular.
Right. What was it like getting your first paycheck at FCW compared to the independent days? Were you like, oh my God? Was it that much of a difference, if we can ask?
Yeah, that's no problem asking. It
Well,
wasn't much.
if you're okay with no problem, how much did you make?
Oh God.
Because that's probably the most important question in my book.
If I can give a disclaimer, even Greg Valentine answered us a couple of weeks ago on this one. So the pressure is on now, Trent.
It wasn't a lot at first at all, but to me, I was 20 years old, and before that, I never even had a full-time job because I was going to school too, and I was a spoiled white kid. So
from Long Island.
From Long Island, no
less.
Yeah,
and I lived with my parents, so like they started me at $500 a week, and I can almost do the math what that comes out to a year, but I thought that was great, and then like that year, like. I ended up needing my parents to help me pay taxes because I spent too much money because I didn't know how to be an adult. I still don't, but.
By the way, the owner of Village Connection says $35,000, $45,000, $25,000. Okay, I got it wrong.
Jimbo know his salary.
What is it? I never know.
$25K.
Hold on, he's thinking.
Is it 56 weeks or 52?
52.
52.
I think.
I'm an idiot.
I think.
Okay, got it.
Don't feel bad. I'm wondering myself.
There's mass confusion going on right now.
No connection. Mass confusion. How about when you got called up to ECW with the Dude Busters? Did you like that gimmick?
I did, but it was a little bit different the way we did it in FCW. It was weird to have people writing promos for us. I know that's like a common thing that everybody wants to complain about is the writers.
Okay.
It's not that it was just like they didn't really know what we were. I don't even know what the Dude Busters were actually, but so I wouldn't know how to write a promo for us either. But I remember like something like they wanted us to say something like we were video game guys to everyone. That's all they knew, like internet video game. That's what you are. And I was like, all right. But it was some promo like they wanted us to say something like we're gonna give you Pac-Man fever, and that was a real line they wanted, and I was just like I can't do that.
Pac-Man fever.
Yeah.
Wow. No wonder you got ticked off.
It was,
Ugh,
yeah.
that's
It was
bad.
a dream come true to be on the somewhat main roster, but
Sure.
I could have handled myself better too. Like I was a young kid, I didn't know what I was doing. I think I was maybe 22, so I was not ready to be in WWE.
Were
at
you
that
familiar
age at
with
all.
the ECW product? That the WWE ECW version is not the real ECW. Forgive me, but that's how I feel about that. Were you familiar with the ECW product when you got involved in the WWE version of it?
Oh yeah, definitely. I was never a full-on ECW fan because I was so young, and it came on MSG channel at like 1 a.m. on Saturday. I think.
Yes.
And we would have sleepovers and we would stay up and watch it sometimes. And my older friends would tell me about how cool it was, but it was hard to keep up with because it was on so late, and then the TV wasn't always great. Sometimes it was like just weird ass matches all cut together, and no, I wish I followed it more, but I definitely knew of ECW, and I knew the WWE version wasn't ECW. Nobody thought it was, I don't think.
Right. Well, let's go back to FCW a little bit, right? So you're a young man making $500 a week, right? You're living life.
Is that what he's making? I don't remember him saying that.
That's what he just said.
Is that
Jesus,
what he said?
he's got worse memory than you, dude.
Well, I'm trying to remember how many weeks there are in a year. Leave me alone.
So give me a day in the life of an FCW wrestler. I'm sure you got some ring rats hanging around. You're sporting that Ultimate Warrior backpack. What are some of the hookups like?
There was none.
What?
No, nobody really knew who FCW was in town. It was just going to practice, and then sometimes on the weekends driving 3 or 4 hours and doing a show in a small little town, and then driving back. It was we weren't like real cool famous guys or anything. I was 20 years old.
Yeah, but you didn't have like some roadies like just following you guys around?
Man, I was 20 years old. I was too nervous to even talk to girls back then.
That's great. Trent, some of your big matches, I was even watching one the other night, was with Drew McIntyre. Did you think there was anything special about him, considering how he's come along over the years, especially recently with the WWE?
I always thought he was really good. He started to really, as soon as he left, he started to really get something going with him. And I think that getting fired really got him fired up, and it made him add a whole new element to who he is in the ring. He was always great, but he's just gotten better and better. And that's how everyone is. Like, he shouldn't have been there when he was, I think he was maybe 22 or something when he started. It's just too young. It takes like at least 10 years for most guys, I think, to really figure out what you're doing in the ring. And no, he's great though. Drew's awesome.
Did you meet any of the old timers around while you were there in the WWE? Did you run across any of the old guys? You talked about Shawn Michaels. Yeah. Did you possibly run across Marty Jannetty by any chance?
I did a seminar with Marty, I think, in NYWC before then.
Was he coherent?
Yeah, he was fine.
Wow, you're a lucky man, Trent Beretta.
You're a lucky man. You're a lucky man.
We'd like to say the same.
Marty's a sweetheart.
When you got moved to NXT, were you angry, relieved? Can you describe how you felt being moved to NXT in its early days? And did you have any idea that NXT would turn out to be what it is today?
No, I had no idea. I was upset because I got hurt, and then next thing I knew, I was in NXT.
Okay.
Did
you feel you were being punished? Because Vince has got this thing about getting hurt, from what I gather, from what I've seen.
I didn't think I mattered. I didn't matter enough for Vince to even. Vince probably didn't even realize I was hurt or I was pulled off the road and sent to NXT. So I don't think it was a Vince thing. I think it was just like there was a bunch of guys just kind of floating around at TV every week with no direction, and we weren't over or anything, so It made sense to put us in NXT. I was pissed, but.
So who did you work with directly? Johnny Ace most of the time?
Johnny was my guy, yeah. Johnny was the one that hired me, and then.
So was he like, "Hey Trent, I can't even do the voice."
Yeah, how do you do the voice?
I'm not doing it.
Can you do it? Come on.
I can't do voices, guys.
You got it. Trent, come over here. Let's talk. That was terrible.
That's Johnny Ace?
It was a good try.
That's not even Johnny Close. What the heck is that? Oh my my lord. Trent, I got to ask you, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, New Japan, Ring of Honor, you know, what were these moves like for you, and what's the difference in the companies? I know every company's got a different wrestling approach, so what was it like for you to go from the WWE approach to PWG, which specializes in so much bizarreness and the comedy and the high spots, and then there's New Japan where they physically beat the shit out of each other, and then you got Ring of Honor, which is a wonderful combination of the two, you know? So what was it like, you know, changing with all of these different companies as you went to each one?
I feel like it's not really the company. It's just figuring out what the crowd is going to be into that night. And I guess different companies have different kind of crowds.
Do you have a particular company that's your favorite crowd? Because I've noticed in New Japan, I have never seen such a respectful wrestling crowd. I love the Japanese fans. Maybe it's just me, but they seem to be so attentive and so respectful of the sport. And I love that. But I was just curious if you had a preference. You know, I don't want to put you on the spot here because then the Ring of Honor fans will be like, you like the other guys, boo! But what's your take?
It's not really the companies, it's the buildings have different kinds of fans.
Nice.
So, like, if you wrestle in the ECW arena, you know what kind of crowd it's going to be. Cork and Hall in Japan is always, it's almost like an American indie crowd. It's not the respectful Japanese crowd that you would get on, like, a Japanese country town. So it's really the buildings and the location you're in. That's a different kind of fans. But those are some of my favorite arenas. PWG, Reseda. I haven't done the new PWG building yet. That's one of my favorites. ECW Arena. Definitely Cork and Hall. There's a sumo arena, Ryugoku Sumo Hall in Tokyo. Osaka, Japan. Those are some of my favorites. And those crowds aren't. No, those crowds are just great. I don't know.
What was it like stepping out at Wrestle Kingdom? And I know you've been in more than one. What was it like when you got in front of a crowd that size?
It was cool, but at the same time, I want to be doing more on the shows. I don't want to be in a junior tag match or a multi-man match or a gauntlet match. I want to be doing a big singles match. So for me, it's fun. It's really cool, but I'm striving for bigger things than that. You know?
Well, you know, I read that last year, number 91 in the PWI 500. What do you think about that? I mean, that's incredible. You're a mover and a shaker at this point.
I had no idea it was 91. That's cool.
Really? Wow.
I mean, for us, we're old school wrestling fans. Yeah. PWI was where, you know, that's where we used to get our information, you know. We're Stone Age, so for us, reading that's pretty impressive.
It starts for us with Bruno Sammartino, so... You know.
I must have known at some point that it was 91, but because I feel like I check at least every year, but I honestly forgot, or it got concussioned out of my brain or something. I don't know.
Well, let me ask you this: how many concussions have you received?
Wow.
Really big, serious ones, like only one. But it's like I don't know if I should answer this because then one day maybe I won't be able to work somewhere because it'll be like
right.
Well,
this guy has no.
Then don't answer.
Terrible. I think I just actually have a bad memory to begin with. But we get rocked in the head a lot.
Yep.
Can you tell me what your training regimen's like?
Right now, I tore my bicep and my chest in February, and it's pretty much just go to the gym every day.
And what's your diet like? Trying to keep in shape? Like what's a usual day in the life of Beretta?
I'm doing a real weird diet right now. I guess where you know about the intermittent fasting stuff.
No. Do I look like I know anything about fasting? I don't know if you can see me.
This is not exciting for anyone to hear. It's just like you spend a certain amount of time every day not eating, and then not that short of a window, maybe, I can't do the math right now, a short window of actually eating and then more time not eating. So it's just kind of I'll wake up. It's not that I wake up early, but my first meal is at usually like 7 p.m.
Wow.
But I'm waking up at noon, so it's not terrible.
Right.
Okay. I have to ask you, I'm a huge fan of Roppongi Vice. You and Rocky Romero, how did this come about? Because to me, this tag team was fantastic. I think you held the tag titles 4 different times, if I'm not mistaken. You guys are great together. How did this all come about?
I had done New Japan when I got fired from WWF. They had me do a Super Junior tournament, and like I did fine. I did great, but the roster was so packed. There was no place to keep me on the roster. It was just, all right, you did good, and then whatever. But then it was like maybe a year and a half after that.
Mm-hmm.
Rocky's old partner, Alex Kozlov, was taking time off from wrestling. They wanted a new partner for Rocky, and New Japan just picked me.
How do you find Rocky as a person? You guys jive well together? Has he been a mentor of sorts, or what's the relationship like?
He's one of the nicest dudes I've ever met in my life, and he's a Japan. I call him my Japan dad because his first tour of Japan was like in 2000 or something like that. So he's been there so many times, and he knows all the ins and outs and like the cultural things and where the gym is and all that. So like for a while I was just blindly just following Rocky around, and it worked out fine.
Were you able to pick up on the language at all over in Japan?
Very little.
Yeah,
very little.
I find that very intimidating. So I was just curious because I noticed that Rocky speaks it fluidly.
No, he has little catchphrases that he says.
Is that what that is? Because he comes across like he knows the language, no problem.
No, not at all.
Okay.
The only guy that I've met that can speak full Japanese, and isn't from Japan is Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega. Excellent.
So let me go back. We're going to cover Omega in a minute. I want to go back to the WWE. So, not to make this sad, but here's your dream. You work in WWE, and they release you. What are you feeling at that point? Are you feeling like I'm done with this? Like, give me your thoughts. What's your feelings?
You mentioned earlier you had a bad attitude when you got let go or something. I mean, what was going on in your head at the time? Was it just you were very young? I mean,
no, I was young, and I was frustrated being there because it was like maybe once a week I'd be getting a match on TV that was possibly 10 minutes or shorter, and I knew that I needed to go out and do more wrestling. Like, it's really hard to figure out what works for you if you're only wrestling maybe 10 minutes a week on TV in front of those big crowds. So like, I was honestly, like, it sounds like a fake thing to say to sound cool, but I was excited to be out of WWE and like to be able to do whatever I wanted on the indies and be able to have matches that go 30 minutes and figure out what works in a 30-minute match. Because I didn't have that experience at all, and I knew I didn't have it, and I wanted it. So I didn't look at it as like my dreams were crushed. It was just, I'm still a wrestler, and I'm still going to wrestle. So that's what I did.
Well, you looked at it the right way because I think you've done fantastic since. It's their mistake. That's how I look at that.
I was a baby. I think they did the right thing, honestly.
Okay.
But
well,
thanks.
You got it. No problem.
The Pharaoh was all up in the Hammer shit a couple episodes ago. Now he's up in your shit. It's all good.
I love Beretta. Would you stop it? They're always calling me a sucker. What is this?
Classic Pharaoh, man.
Yeah, that's right. I'm a Pharaoh head.
All right, so tell us a little about your match with Kenny Omega and your relationship with Kenny Omega.
Kenny's cool. Kenny's great. I mean, I loved the match. I wish we had a little bit more time. I was happy with everything that happened. It was, I don't know how to put into words. It was nerve-wracking to be in a match with him, not because like he's scary or anything, just because every match he has is a match that everybody goes wild about. So there's a lot of pressure when you're wrestling him, especially this is my first I had one New Japan heavyweight singles before that, but it was my first like big New Japan match. So I knew if I didn't do well, that could change my whole career. I could be doing nothing forever. So
you stepped up to the plate. I remember watching that match. I think that was a 33-minute match, if I'm not mistaken. That was a great match. I wanted to ask you how your back is, by the way, because you took more back bumps in that match than I think I've seen anybody take. And 3 different times in that match, you came within a hair of taking that title off Kenny Omega. How excited were you when they came to you with this match? Because this was huge, and this is exactly what you want.
It's mostly nerve-wracking. I knew that match was happening before it was even announced that I was a heavyweight. Excuse me. So I knew for months in advance. So that made it even more nerve-wracking because for months I'm thinking about this one 20-minute match. I'm thinking about 20 minutes for months. So when I was just super relieved to have it done with. Actually, a lot of times wrestling's like that, where it's so much pressure to do the big match. It's just you can't wait for it to finally be over and like, okay, I did great. Things are cool. What's next?
Ring of Honor, Madison Square Garden, WrestleMania week. Have you had the opportunity to wrestle in MSG, and what's your take on Ring of Honor getting the MSG booking?
I think it's great. I've never wrestled there. I think I'm excited about it. Hopefully I'm on the show. I want to wrestle there, of course. I think it's good for the company. It's good for wrestling. I don't know. That's it. That's all I got to say.
No, I hear you. Do you hope to be back in the WWE someday? And do you think that Ring of Honor and New Japan can make a run?
To compete with WWE?
Yeah, can they make a run at Vince, Ring of Honor, New Japan?
I don't know. I have no idea.
That's fair.
As far as going back, it would depend. Like I don't want to go back there and do what I did last time. Nothing, It would just depend on the situation. Right now, I'm completely happy not being there. I've had more fun after WWE than I did the rest of my career. And there's a buzz on the indies. There's a buzz in wrestling right now where you don't need to be in WWE. The Bucks, the Young Bucks, and Kenny, and so many guys are proving that you can make a great living.
Yeah, there's definitely a huge buzz. So the old schoolers, right? They would always want to protect their brand. It wasn't called a brand at that time. So nowadays, do you feel like you have to protect your brand because you are working the indies, you are working, and you've got to keep a reputation? Is it difficult to do the job? How does that work?
I look at it different, like where when I take bookings, I try to make sure that I'm being given a match that if somebody's never seen me before, they would be able to be impressed with what I did. I don't want to go work in like some little town against like in some weird like 6-man gauntlet bullshit cruiserweight match or something, because then like it doesn't help me at all. I don't care about losing or anything like that. I just want to be able to have the best match of that night every night. So if I'm put in a situation, I won't put myself in a situation where I think it's not going to be a good match.
Tell us about your relationship with the Young Bucks, and what's this about you being the third member of the Young Bucks? You're just Matt Jackson in disguise or something like that? What?
I have no idea. Bucks are great. They're my good buddies, but a few Japanese fans have thought I'm Matt Jackson. Or Matt Jackson with me. I mean, so white.
We all look alike.
We all look alike, right?
Oh
I mean, we are white dudes with fucking orange spray tanned faces and sideburns and a ponytail.
You must be from Long
There's not
Island.
many of those, so.
Unbelievable. Any shot of you? Were you ever offered a chance to be in the Bullet Club, considering your similarity to the Young Bucks?
No, I think it would make me not eligible. Well, I'm too similar. I'm not even that similar to him. I just look like that. But no, it never came up.
Okay. That's hilarious. The Young Bucks. Do you see, what's your take on the All-In event with Cody Rhodes? And this is pretty ballsy, what they're pulling off here. Do you think that this can turn into something even bigger as they continue to go? Because this All-In event has sold out.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. It's really good for wrestling. It proves how popular those guys are.
What's your take on Cody? Because if anybody has shown Vince McMahon, oops, you've made a mistake, I think Cody's pretty much the poster boy right now.
Yeah, I mean, no, he's doing great, but he was another guy that, like, sometimes when you're there, you need to get out of there to just be free and do whatever you want. And he's of course done so much better than he was to me in WWE. He's improved in every aspect, his character, his wrestling. So I don't know if you could say like that was a mistake. It's just like, I don't know. I can't think of the words to say, but I think I'm almost making sense.
Well, no, you're making sense. Look, you seem to have a passion. You care about the sport more than maybe making major cash. I know you want to make major cash, but it seems like you care about your profession and you care about where it goes, and you want to make a mark instead of just
Yeah.
And that's a pretty impressive skill or trait. So it's pretty impressive.
He gives it
Thank
him. That works. Trent, I wanted to ask you, what do you feel? Is there anything in wrestling right now that you would like to change? Something about it that bothers you, especially Vince's product. Do you watch Vince's product?
Yeah, once in a while.
You find anything about it that pisses you off, or is there anything that you feel that they should adjust? And what's your take on promos? Because to me, you shine in the ring, but I don't recall too many promos with you. Are you promo shy, or is this something that's just not been offered to you?
It kind of hasn't been offered. I do a lot of New Japan post-match promos, but like as far as like WWE, there was no like big in-ring promo segments or anything like that.
Right.
I don't know, but as far as changing, I have no idea how to run a billion-dollar company, so like I can't.
Right.
I have no idea what to change.
That's fair. I have to ask you while I have you, Toru Yano. Do you have? I love this guy. I wanted to ask you if you have any stories you could tell us about him, because he's one of my favorite guys in New Japan. There's something about this guy. I find him hilarious. He's incredibly entertaining, and his shtick is fantastic. So.
No, he's great. He's kind of quiet in real life.
Really?
Yeah.
How
a little
about
bit.
compare him to Ishii? Because I do believe you held the never openweight 6-man tag titles with Ishii and Yano. And what is Ishii like compared to Toro in real life? Because Ishii, if you tell me he's hilarious and outgoing, I'm going to be really confused.
No, Ishii's also kind of quiet. And
Okay.
all the Chaos guys make Ishii he's always the butt of the joke. The Japanese guys in our Chaos group. It's hard to describe. It's hard to describe these guys.
Right.
They're both cool though.
Are you able to talk with them much, considering the language barrier?
Yeah, there's a barrier, of course, but we spend a lot of time. Like Chaos, as a group, goes out to a lot of dinners after the shows and stuff like that. And every night, we're pretty much, when it's house shows, we're in some form. It's like a 6-man or 8-man tag, where I'm working with those guys on my team every night. So I'm around them a lot. And they all speak more English than we can speak Japanese.
Okay. What's your take on Okada? And do you ever see him being wooed by Vince?
Oh, I think Okada's awesome. He's one of my favorite guys to watch. He's fucking weird in real life.
He's weird? Tell us what makes him weird.
I feel like if Okada was an American that spoke perfect English, me, him, and Chuck Taylor would be like best buddies.
Okay.
Like we're already friends, but he fits in with my group of friends. And I don't know. He's a weird dude.
Tell us about your time as the best friends with Chuck.
What do I say about him?
Because
Chuck's great.
that's another thing
with
that's
him.
over.
What's up?
That's very over, you and Chuck.
Yeah, it's been fun. It was great to go and do last year we did the New Japan heavyweight tag tournament, and that was Chuck's first time in New Japan, and it went great. I thought we had a lot of fun, and hopefully we'll be doing that again this year. We'll see.
Since you were behind the scenes at the time, I have to ask you, what was the buzz like in the locker room when word got out that Nakamura was coming to Vince, was coming to America? And what was your, did you have any relationship with Nakamura? What was he like behind the scenes?
He's like he's like what you would expect him to be like. He's a weirdo artist guy. He's always super cool. And he was in Chaos with us, so we spent a lot of time at dinners and stuff like that with him. It wasn't just Nakamura. It was, I don't know which Wrestle Kingdom, but whatever year it was all in one day. We found out that Shinsuke, Carl Anderson, Gallows, and AJ Styles were all leaving.
Wasn't that the night after Wrestle Kingdom, basically? It was like...
Yeah, I heard about it the same night as Wrestle Kingdom. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was it Okada Tanahashi was the main? Maybe it doesn't matter which one it was, but it was like one of the Bucks told me, like, this is what's going on. They pulled me aside. It was like still secret at the time, and I wasn't worried for the company or anything like that. And then the next night they moved Kenny up to heavyweight and like put him in AJ Styles' spot for the Bullet Club. And New Japan's got so many guys that a couple of guys leaving is not really going to affect us. But I was sad to see my friends leave, mostly.
Sure. After your match with Kenny, and which was an incredible match, were the bookers pleased with you? And were you hoping to get more one-on-ones? Because it seemed to me the next logical move would be for you to get an individual title of some kind over there. Were they pleased with your performance?
As far as I know, yeah. And I don't know what I have done next, because we did Wrestle Kingdom. After that, it was pretty much we did the Kenny match, and then it was a heavyweight tag team tournament. Then it was Wrestle Kingdom, and then I got hurt. So I don't know where I would have been right now if I didn't get hurt. So yeah, that was a bummer, because things were like finally, after 15 years or whatever, I was really starting to pick up career-wise, and then my arm and the chest exploded.
Right.
So that sucked.
Yep.
But
I don't know if you answered me earlier. I did want to ask you one more time. How is your back? Is your back good? Because, like I said, I've never seen somebody take so many backdrops.
No, I got no back problems.
He's got no back problems. It's a miracle.
No, actually, nothing feels great. But my back hurts more like muscle-wise. It will tighten up, but I think like my actual spine is okay.
Right.
Oh.
How did you feel about the timing with the ECW thing? Not to go backwards, but when you went to the ECW thing, it was like, I think 2 months later they canceled it. I guess sometimes timing can make or break, or.
Yeah, I don't want to make excuses, but it sucked because ECW had happened, and then that got stopped 2 months after. I guess I don't really remember, but right after that they started NXT, and then they did the Nexus thing. So I was always like, shit, would I have been on that NXT, and then would I have been part of the Nexus? Well, but I can't sit here and like complain about what didn't happen, you know?
Right.
They moved you to SmackDown after ECW, right?
Yeah, it's not like barely though. Like we were just floating around, and they were polite to even use us, you know?
I got it. So let me ask you this. When it's all said and done, what would you like your career to look like? What would you like people to say about you?
How do you want to be remembered?
Well, that's deep, man.
Sorry, man, we're deep.
I don't know. I don't want to. Let's just do it and see what happens instead of me predicting it, you know?
Right.
Of course, I want it to be all great, but I feel like a dick to sit here and be like, I want to be the whatever, you know?
I want to be the best, damn it.
And
yeah.
If you could go back in time, would you still take the same path in life and still be doing what you're doing?
Wrestling? Yeah, of course.
There you go.
Yeah.
How do you find the motivation after all these years? Do you find it easier to get up every morning and do what you do as you're getting older now, or do you find it, I mean, what do you got? 12 years now since you started on the big time under your belt at this point?
I think 10. It was 2008. I started.
Okay. Does it get more difficult? Have you increased your training regimen since you first started?
It doesn't get. I don't know. The only thing that's difficult really is the travel and getting hurt once in a while. But besides that, I don't know. I look forward to wrestling. I like doing it, and my body's not that beat up.
Now, how many days out of the week currently do you find yourself on the road?
I just got back from injury. I just got back this past weekend.
Okay. What was at your heaviest schedule in your career? How many days a week were you working?
That'd be like a 3-week tour of Japan, where maybe we have 1 or 2 days off, and then fly back to the States. Maybe be home for a day or two, maybe not even that. Go do a Ring of Honor or an indie show that weekend, then come back home, maybe a day or two off, then fly back to Japan. Would be like as busy as it gets, which is pretty much wrestle or travel almost every day.
Right. You seem to, from what I've read and from what I can sense, you seem to, even though tag team wrestling seems to have worked out really well for you, you seem to have a preference for singles matches. Is this true?
Yeah, I like singles way more. That's it. I like doing singles more. I've done so much tag too, and I don't not like tag. I just really like singles.
All right, so we got about a minute left. I want you just to tell the fans what they could expect when they see you live.
Don't expect anything, man. Expect nothing, so then when I do something, you can be impressed.
There you go.
That's
there you
it.
Go.
We really, is that an hour already? 55 minutes?
That's right. It's an hour up, man. Good job. How'd that feel, all right?
Great job, guys.
Trent, you're like a Harley going down the LIE, man. No sweat.
Done. We did it.
No sweat.
I want to thank you. We really appreciate you coming on the Monte The Pharaoh show. We really look forward to your future matches, and we do look forward to you in your return to the WWE, because there's no doubt you'll make it. And if you're ever in town, we'd love to have you in studio, man. Really would.
Thanks for having me, guys.
No, thank you.
And Trent, in my book, you've already made it, brother. I love your work. Thanks for being on with us, man.
And there's the Pharaoh kissing your ass.
Yup, fuck her up, baby.
All right, brother. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
All right,
Trent.
man.
Later. How do I turn this thing off?
How do I turn this thing off?
All right. We're off there. Thanks, guys.
All
Peace,
right,
brother.
man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. I'm hanging up. Goodbye forever.
Trent Beretta, ladies and gentlemen.
Or Beretta, that's for sure.
Beretta.
Want to thank you guys for all tuning in, and another episode of Monte and the Pharaoh. We want to thank Beretta for taking his time out with us today. He's certainly going to have a bright future for sure.
Yeah, he's
you,
great.
You could hear the passion he's got in wrestling.
Yeah.
What'd you think there, Jim?
Bro, I thought he was great.
He was great,
He's a
right?
nice guy, really nice guy too, down to earth.
You could the thing
could
that
tell.
impressed me, like he really loves his sport. Yeah.
He's still a fan. I like to hear that.
I love
Yeah.
that. That was fantastic.
Not taking advantage of hooking up with the girls though. That was a little disappointing.
Yeah, I think he's full of shit.
Disappointing. Look at
Huh?
I think he's full of shit.
You think so? He's
His
just lying.
mother's probably
His
listening.
mother's watching.
Stop it.
He's a mama's
He
boy.
is not. Would you please?
So, bro, listen, I just had to throw something in, bro.
Go up.
I heard a rumor not too long ago that people thought we were getting out of the wrestling scene here.
What?
And it seems like we've gotten so entrenched in it. Like we are
Ha,
Long
ha.
Island's home of wrestling.
We are Long Island's home of wrestling. In fact, now that you just bring it up,
Yeah.
September 23rd from 7 to 8 o'clock, we've got The Genius. And we'll call him The Genius, right? There's other names he went by.
The Genius.
Lanny Poffo, former, we'll not call him a manager because he wasn't a manager, but partner of Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig, and obviously the brother of Randy Macho Man
Macho
Savage.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
Let me ask you this. What's he going to bring with him?
He's bringing his Hall of Fame ring. So from 7 to 8, if you come down to the studio, you'll get a picture,
Wait.
On
He's
your
bringing
finger.
His brother's
He's-
Hall of Fame ring.
which is his.
Right.
It's
I'm
his
just
now.
saying,
It's his
though,
now.
But he makes sure everybody knows this
Yeah.
is my brother's Hall of Fame.
But
ring.
he's going to let you put it on your own finger.
And you get to put it on your
or
own
maybe
finger.
two of your fingers if you're. You know.
And he'll be in
probably.
studio for a live interview with Monte and the Pharaoh from 8:05 till about 9:15 if we go long. It's going to be a great interview. Lanny Poffo's got a lot to say, man, and he's got a lot of history in this business, and he won't hold back. And then on the
Hello, Monty.
That's right. On the 26th, we've got Val Venus in studio from 3 to 5. He'll be on Monte and the Pharaoh live interview from 3 to 3:45 on a special episode of Monte and the Pharaoh. Again, Val Venus, one of the huge stars. Dude, Savelli, this is the home of pro wrestling. And
The home.
in between the 23rd and the 26th, Monte and the Pharaoh, representing Village Connection, will be in Atlantic City for Boardwalk Beatdown.
Come on down, birthday.
And we have our own table. Wait, yeah, birthday boy, come on down, brother. Come on down. You don't even have to drive that far.
Oh, please. Please.
We'll have our own table there, and much support for Captain's Corner, who will also be promoting there, along with J&R Collectibles. JR Collectibles. So yeah, it's another exciting month. And you know, this
Nonstop.
village, it is nonstop.
baby.
And I got to really, again,
That's not to mention the 30-plus shows we have.
oh my God, please.
You know,
whatever. It's
some
like,
people talk and some people
Monte
do.
and the Pharaoh come, and they all
follow the
You
Pharaoh.
know, that sounds familiar. I think you said that on our first
Dude,
show.
you know, before
Our
we
first
go,
show ever. I think I remember
could you
that.
not kiss that guy's ass more than you did?
I love Beretta, and I'm not going to apologize.
I don't think there's
for
anyone
loving
you don't
Beretta.
love.
What are you talking about?
The 2030,
There's
like,
plenty of
I
guys
love the genius.
You want to see me not like somebody? Bring Titus O'Neil on the show. Then you'll see me not like somebody.
Why don't you like Titus
'Cause
O'Neil?
He's running his mouth about Hogan. So watch me say stuff to him.
You know, we got to shut this down. So it's like getting out of control already.
Get out of control.
No, but I want to
They
thank.
censor me the moment I feel free. What the? You got it.
Censor.
Unbelievable.
Censor.
Go ahead, Mike.
No, go ahead.
I'm done. I'm cool.
You sure?
I'm not, but go ahead.
Next week you could expect a couple of clips from former indie Perth Amboy indie wrestler Butcher Blackwell. We actually have a video from him, and we'll be taking clips from it and possibly showing it on our show.
Classic.
He had a few things to say about us.
things.
It's pretty amazing.
A few things.
Former part of the Blackwell family.
Smasher?
Smasher Blackwell.
Blackwell?
Anyway, we want to thank Beretta for coming on. Great interview. Thank you so much for taking the time with us. When you come to town, and
Nice guy.
really nice guy.
Great.
I'm stuttering for words right now. Anyway, you want to send us out, Pharaoh?
Well, we want to thank you for tuning in. We want to thank you for catching our show with Beretta and all our future shows. To our fans, you are the best. Michael has
One
more.
last thing, and I don't really want to forget this. Bill Pierce, good friend of the show.
Yes.
Bill Pierce.
Right?
Yep.
Everybody knows who
Yep.
Bill Pierce is.
yes.
What was Bill Pierce, a.k.a.?
Sir Chris Michaels.
Sir Chris. Well, anyway,
Richard.
he's laying claim to, and good friend of Butcher Blackwell, by the way.
Oh.
Okay.
Just in case you all didn't know that.
Okay.
He lays claim to help building the ECW arena. So congratulations on that, Bill.
That's awesome.
Wow.
He's a construction guy. He's built like a construction guy.
Yeah.
He's built.
Yeah.
He could
Anyway.
probably get Butcher to help him a little bit.
Doubt it.
You think Butcher could help?
He can't even walk.
Wow. Ouch. There's another video coming now.
Yeah.
That's awfully mean, Jim.
That's
He
all right.
can
Just
can
more
walk.
sound bites for us.
He can
Go
walk.
ahead.
He could walk.
He can walk.
I ain't
Hey,
touching any of
listen.
this.
How far is Perth Amboy from Atlantic City?
It's a hop, skip, and a jump.
Or a walk? Well, I'll be there.
bells on.
I'll be there. We will have a table
I'm
at
bringing-
Boardwalk Beef Town. So I think that's what it's
I'm
called.
bringing my trained attack cat, so come on. Whatever.
I will be there live. So hey, you know,
Are you gonna have a sandwich with you?
I'll have a sandwich.
Cool. He'll be there.
check
a sandwich.
Check out this work.
I'll bring the butcher belt. It's supplied with juice, sandwiches.
Straw.
Listen, I just want to go out on a limb
ahead.
and say this.
Go ahead. Go on a limb.
We will never bother Butcher again.
You're right.
If he gives us a DNA test to prove he's a Blackwell.
You know what? That's a great idea.
Yeah, if he does that, we will never bother him again.
Better yet, can I go? I want to make it much easier than this because DNA tests cost a lot of money,
Yeah.
and it would be unfair
You
to
do
ask
that
for something like that.
23 plus
That's
me.
even too much, Jim. I understand that's what you want to do. It's too much money.
Right.
Just produce a picture with you and Jerry Blackwell.
Yeah.
One picture.
Well, we could do a GoFundMe to collect the money for the
No,
DNA test.
I don't want it. Listen, I don't want it. I don't want.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm getting lightheaded now.
We got vicious
Oh,
Jim today.
Woo!
Listen, I'm on medication.
Dude, I gotta tell you, that also would be another great idea.
Yes.
But all I want is one picture
Yes.
with you
One.
and Jerry Blackwell.
One. Or any member of his family within a picture with him.
Anything.
Anything. Any member of any
Anything.
family.
You
either
and I
side.
like herb.
In fact, you know what? I got even better. Because we know
do.
Butcher likes to collect things, right? He's a
Yeah.
big collector.
He
Takes a lot
collected
of
everything.
pictures.
Remember, he had the whole bedload of stuff.
Absolutely. So how about this? I'll even go one better. I'll make it even easier.
Oh, boy.
Just produce a picture with you with Larry Sharp. How's that?
Oh, God.
How hard could that
It
be?
can't be
rough.
hard.
One picture with Larry Sharp.
Oh.
Pharaoh?
Yeah, well, let's see it.
Listen,
Let's see it.
I know what I'm doing at
What
3
do you want
a.m.
from me at this point?
What are you doing at
I'm going to watch Butcher's video that he puts out tonight.
You are funny today, dude. Oh my God. That's-
Everybody loves that video. It's like watching a car crash.
Listen,
It's
anyway.
great.
I
Oh
think
my
that
God.
he called my station something, so I have a right to say whatever
He
I want.
called you C
H.
H.
C-H.
What?
C-H.
Fuck you.
Ads.
Oh, head.
you guys?
Please.
I've been out.
Oh, we'll send you the video.
You've been out of town?
We got train.
All right, so let me. So you've been out of town. Let me give you. Can I give him a 5
Yeah,
minute, 2 minute recap?
you got it.
Okay, Monte and the Pharaoh.
Here
By
you
the
go.
way,
We start-
welcome back, Pete. We
Here
love
you
you.
go. Here you go.
Guys, great to be with you again.
Hold on. So we come back. We come to Village Connection Radio. We meet. That's where we first meet.
Right.
The show starts to explode.
I was here. Oh,
Right?
Okay.
And we bring in Marty Jannetty for a
Right.
meet and greet,
I remember.
along with the
Marty tried to
Perth
take over the
Amboy
show.
independent legend Butcher Blackwell and Bill Pierce, a.k.a. Sir Richard Michaels, former ECW real talent, right?
Okay.
We have a sign in, and things get a little out of control. I don't need to repeat it. The
Yeah,
history's
yeah,
there.
yeah. No,
Gets a
no.
little out of
We'll tell
control.
you afterwards.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Jim, you all right? You want tissue?
oops.
Wait a minute. He needs a straw.
sorry.
Wait a minute.
So basically, shit just starts to hit the fan, right? There's a
Okay.
lot of things going on at
You
this
wouldn't
event.
be where you were today without me.
Okay.
And then
okay.
it just got out of control. Were you here the time that he beat me up on studio?
No, I missed
Oh,
that
yeah.
one.
He wasn't here for that.
No,
No, he missed that
that
one.
was
He took me down.
that was the one I
Yeah, you
missed.
took him down.
He took me down on studio. I fell over the table.
Tell the truth.
He almost killed me.
Tell
Yeah.
what really happened.
So anyway, we had a makeup show,
Right.
and we got like 10,000 views. It was pretty impressive, right?
That's the one I attended.
So yeah, so he took
That's
a lot
the
of
last
credit
one
for
I
that. He
attended.
took credit for the 10,000,
Wait a minute,
views.
For the hard work of the station?
I don't know.
What the fuck
Whatever.
is going on there? Captain Delusional.
But anyway,
It's a big-ass cake, too. It's a big
seems that some people are taking offense to some commentary
That's to
towards
yourself.
Marty Jannetty and Mr. Blackwell.
Okay.
And
Right.
Mr.
Right,
Blackwell
appease instead of, you know.
Mr. Blackwell decided to make a video recently that he thought none of us would see because we're all blocked, but people like to share stuff with us, and
Yeah.
I will tell you the truth, we enjoyed it.
I actually
We
did.
saved
I'm
it.
changing.
Oh, we saved it. We
saved
enjoyed
it.
it. It's
We made
incredible.
copies
Something's
of it.
happening to
We
me
got
during all of this
copies.
because weeks ago this would have made me mad, and then I looked at this and I'm like, something's happening
we've
to me.
changed-
this is
we've
funny.
changed
I
the
don't-
Pharaoh.
something's happening to me.
Well,
Okay, thanks for
also on
catching
a
me.
side note, besides that,
Whatever.
there's other stations saying they're the wrestling show, they're the fan of fans, they're
Oh,
doing
well,
this,
that-
they're doing
Check
that,
the resume
and guess
already.
what? The resume is already blown out of the
Especially
water.
the
It's
new
like
ones.
it's
What do you-
it's
shut up.
over. I mean,
He is singing.
A bunch of wannabes.
I'm not gonna go through the list. Anyway,
God.
want to
Anyway,
thank
thanks-
Beretta.
Thanks for
Yes.
catching me.
Incredible talent, Ring
Right
of
now.
Honor superstar. Thank you for taking the time out with Monte and the Pharaoh.
Awesome.
And next week we'll be back, and you will, all those fans, you will get some Butcher clips. You will enjoy it. I am
Love
telling
this.
you, it's
A train
it's
wreck.
gold. Anyway,
Can I sign us off?
yeah, sign us off, Brig.
This is Jim Savali with Monte The Pharaoh and our friend Peter
Yes,
from Crackhead Radio Station. And
CHS.
I'd like to wish everyone a good night.
Smoke it if you got it.
I don't do drugs.
You don't.